Hey everyone, welcome to Hope for Survival YouTube. Happy Thanksgiving, belated. I hope you had a warm and blessed day and much joy in your home, wherever you may be. And hopefully it was a memorable day. Thanksgiving is probably my favorite holiday overall. Just growing up and visiting grandmothers and grandparents' homes and the homemade rolls and mashed potatoes and eating this foreign thing called Brussels sprouts. And, I'm sure you all have your happy moments and stories as well. That's most of us probably do. And it is Friday, day after Thanksgiving, and my Thanksgiving wish to you is a day late. It's been a busy week for us here at Hope for Survival. Many of you know I trekked to Mount Vernon, Ohio on Sunday, about 7 hours from home, early Monday morning. Picked up a truckload of turkeys and mashed potatoes and started the 7 hour drive back to East Tennessee. And the turkeys and the mashed potatoes were part of a large donation made by a private donor. And the organization that I was supporting down in Elk Mills, Poga, the first 5 weeks of disaster. You've seen the interviews I've had on previous YouTube videos with Dr. Tracy Elder, and I was supporting her organization, the International Alliance of the Chaplain Corps, out of Columbus, Ohio. And the turkeys became available. They offered them, and I offered to go up and pick them up to carry down into the disaster areas and drop them off. So I got home Tuesday evening and dropped off some of the turkeys and mashed potatoes and repacked my vehicle to keep everything cold. And Miss Lucy made the trek with me. It was her first trip down into the disaster areas, and because we were going to journey through the disaster zones all day to drop off the provisions and then come out on the Virginia end around Damascus, Abingdon was our last stop. And then we were going to journey on home to Virginia, West Virginia, to do Thanksgiving with family. So we are now in central West Virginia, and we drove here to Charleston early this morning in beautiful snow. It was coming down. It's about 34 degrees and supposed to be 19 tonight. And last night we drove in some snow over on the Virginia side, coming back into West Virginia. So this is our third stop on the family side, and we're here for a couple days in Charleston, visiting family on my wife's side. And we get to spend some time with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, my wife's sister, who are missionaries from South Africa, who are in right now before they head out to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then back to South Africa. So it's kind of busy, a lot of driving, and you try to make the most of your times. And it was important. It was important getting home to spend some time with family. but it was also important to take time to drive down into Hampton, Tennessee, and catch up with my little sister, Dr. Amanda Cartwright, and Brother Jeremiah, and then drive about a half mile to hook up with Brother Ed and his project that we're working right now. And then we drove about 30 to 45 minutes across the mountain down the winding roads to Poga, Elk Mills, and we hooked up with Generator Man, who was a great asset to our daily team on the ground to keep missions running while we supported that effort for 5.5, 6 weeks, whatever it was. And passed off some turkey and mashed potatoes to Generator Man to distribute there in Elk Mills, Poga. And then we journeyed up the road about a mile or two. And I got to go visit my dear friends that I met during my time there that I used to visit quite a bit. You may remember past videos, the gentleman who showed me the canning room, and the young lady who liked the Hostess Twinkies and Ding Dong cakes. So I went back to visit and introduce Miss Lucy to them. And once we finished up there, it was already getting around 3 or 4 o'clock, and we drove out of there, the winding roads, and just about dark, through Mountain City and over to Damascus, Virginia, and drove through the disaster area there that was hit pretty hard. And we came out in Abingdon, Virginia, and hooked up with my other little sister, Nurse Tammy, that was in some previous videos as one of our great assets on the ground in Elk Mills, Poga. And she was our human GPS who knew the country back roads like no one's business. So we'll get into these videos, and I apologize up front on a couple of them. The sound, it's a little bit hard to hear because of the environment. It was a little bit windy and we were outside. And in the Elk Mills Poga with Generator Man, they are the highway that they kept putting barriers and gates up, and the locals kept cutting the chains and all that. Well, they're in now ripping that road out to put a new highway in. So we had vehicles moving around us quite a bit. So hopefully you can make out what's being said. Again, I apologize. This was a very, I really don't know how to explain it, but this was a very moving and special day. There were some things during the time that Miss Lucy and I, that we were with Dr. Amanda and Brother Jeremiah, some things that occurred off camera that we were introduced to a flood victim who was in dire need of help as well, and we were able to help her a little bit, and then we circled around her and prayed for her. And as I've said to you before in videos, these flood victims, they're everywhere, and there's just simply not enough help to help everyone at one time. And it is absolutely heart-wrenching to be with someone that you can't just hug them and make everything bad go away. whether it's they need warmth, they need new HVAC systems, they need thousands of dollars to fix things so that they can get their electricity turned back on. It goes on and on and on. Family situations, families split up due to the disaster. You can hear us tell stories, or you can watch it on Reels, and you can watch it on YouTube. But until you personally go down into the zones, whether it's in Tennessee, Virginia, or North Carolina, until you can go in and actually witness this devastation before your eyes, and there's a part of you that gets heartbroken, and there's another part of you that gets extremely angry over the lack of when you know there's capabilities out there that can fix much of this suffering quickly, and they've turned a blind eye to helping our own people, while we're funneling thousands of dollars to war zones and to areas supporting individuals who are not our citizens. I'll leave it at that, because this video is about Hurricane Helene victims in the areas where I worked, and seeing how Ed's progress is going and passing out turkeys and so forth. So I want to keep it with that. All right, so here's the upcoming videos, and hope you can enjoy them as much as we enjoyed being with all the folks at all the stops. I'll see you at the end. Hey everyone, here we are in Hampton, Tennessee, and with Mr. Jeremiah and my favorite weed doc, little sister, Amanda. And we stopped through to see them and wish them a happy Thanksgiving and pass off some stuff to them, and share a few moments, since we're like 90 miles apart, so other than emails, it's kind of nice to get face-to-face time and talk to them about some of the recovery that's going on here in Hampton and the town. And it is a slow process. And how y'all doing?
We're doing good.
Doing good. Can't really complain. I consider us blessed. So.
Yeah.
Wake up every day blessed.
Yes, very much so. But still lots of work to do.
Oh yeah. It's gonna take a long time.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna take a long time.
But having people that are working together, that's warms you up from the inside.
Doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. To see the locals working together, and then volunteers that are coming from all over the place.
And they're still coming, and it's needed.
Yeah, there's some of them are long-term carpenters that are for it. They're going to stay the duration and finish his house for him once they get back. So yeah, it's pretty awesome with the holidays and everything coming up. So we were talking about their community repeater project for setting up a capability throughout their community. They were working on this pre-disaster. Great timing, actually. But how's that coming along?
It's coming good. It's good. We've got a lot of people coming together to try to figure this out, and we're trying to get everybody connected, and it's coming along.
That's I don't know if I told you before. Maybe the day you and I talked last visit. small communities, one of the things that I witnessed, and I'm also hearing and talking to others, is they had no ability to communicate pre-disaster to give the warning. That, I know Ed told me that he got a phone call at like 11 o'clock or so at night from his boss that the river had broken bank, and that was his warning, but there was nothing.
Yeah, there is no. This was a once in a lifetime, basically, storm that came through, and
Very unexpected.
but even that, without a warning system, and even after there were people, because it knocked down cell phone towers and knocked them out, so people were looking and trying to find loved ones, and the communication, they had no means. You could reach out and find out what's going on, and that's scary in its own right.
Yeah, I know down in Waynesville, North Carolina, they lost all their communications. Our group down there had already previously set up the GMRS network, and that was the only way they could talk. And once they got everyone's status, then they kind of checked off, and one of the guys lived on the outskirts towards Camden, North Carolina, and he actually could get a cell tower, so he messaged me and said, "Hey, we're on the call me now." Yeah, it's so important, especially when you're talking elderly, you're talking their family, you're talking loved ones.
You can't just rely on cell phone towers to always work, or all these other ways. So,
big systems.
Yes.
Having your own system in place, and again, we didn't have our system in place. We were working on getting it in place before the storm. But once you do get a system in place, continue to use it, even not during an emergency, but have a weekly check-in to make sure everything's working. Make sure people know how to use it, so that when something does happen, they're all on the same page.
Yeah, and the North Carolina Waynesville group, they do radio checks, scheduled. Yeah, and then other than the practice to know how to use the radio, but also maintenance for anything that's down, not operating, and so forth. So, big Thanksgiving plans, family, home.
Just family.
Just family, and kind of taking a step back from all the electronics from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and just kind of relax and unwind.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm getting a free signal from the cameraman. I think her hands are shaking. She's cold. Yeah, she's cold. Anyway, we'll end this, but I also wanted to say a huge thanks to the Weed Doc. I had some fire cider that she made. And I'll use words that are polite, but it was like a torpedo. But it was awesome. After the first time, then the times afterwards, it's like I was used to the taste.
What's your secret? Because I'm still not used to it.
No, it's not like I sat and swish it around and said, but
It's a good punch of good, really good herbs to kind of help fight
it
anything
punches
off.
all right.
Yeah, that's a punch.
It punches.
It's good. That's some good stuff. Well, thank y'all for watching. We wanted to say happy Thanksgiving and visit with our dear brother and sister here while we're coming through, headed on down the road. So we'll talk to you soon. All right, we're back in Hampton at Ed's house for a visit with him, and want to see all the awesome progress that's been made. And he said, "Let there be light," and there is light. And Yeah, you got new floors? Yeah.
Got plumber being finish up tonight, and of course we're setting both my showers and tubs. We'll have them done today. Still got to get some insulation. Still got to get some sheetrock. And I've got to get an electrician to come in and do a few things in the back. It ain't a whole lot of work, but still like that. And once we get that done and inspected,
You'll roll.
well, yeah, I mean, sheetrock will go up, floors will go down, and
How were you on your cabinets? Are you gonna have to replace cabinets?
yes, they are actually ordered. So
Good deal.
yeah,
Good
they're
deal.
actually ordered. Just trying to think. Basically, when we get the inside walls finished, the electricity, the plumbing, like I said, he's running. Had a guy come in and do all my plumbing that Jeff sent to me. Jeff sent
Yeah.
plumber here. I don't even know how he found him, but they got. As soon as we're done with that, we can go up with the sheetrock. Well, have to go up with the insulation first, then we'll go with the sheetrock. So
So you're looking roughly at probably February, late February.
I would say end of February or March. I'm going to say definitely by March.
Well, as much as you want to be home,
Yeah.
just, do each step, do it right, take your time, and
They'll find me toes up in here somewhere. I ain't planning on leaving. That's where I'll be. So.
how many years have you been here?
I've been here 26 years.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was close to 30.
Mhm.
That's
We bought it actually right after the 98 flood, but the 98 flood never got in this house.
yeah.
But it sure did this, Randy.
Mm.
And they supposed to be setting up, I was talking with the county, they supposed to be setting up some barriers to try to stop that, if it happens again. I'll have to carry flood insurance till the day I die, so
Are they making that a requirement now?
they will. Now, I know if FEMA gives you anything to go towards your house, which they had me, they require you. And actually, I had this couple here. They ain't even got their house up, and FEMA's bought. They done went and started before the construction did. They bought their insurance, flood insurance.
FEMA bought it for them?
So.
That's awesome.
But they're going to get started, I think, about next week or two on this one right here. So it'd be good to have some neighbors back.
They're going to rebuild,
Yeah.
and that's
But the thing about this, where they was a complete loss, they're going to have to elevate. They done shot an elevation out here, and I think what they do, they have to elevate it. It's according to the last flood how high it got apparently. So, I've got some friends down here that totally lost their house too, and they're bringing them a new home. They give them a new Clayton home. So we won't come and put it.
Well, it's nice to hear that
Yeah.
some people are actually getting helped.
But they have to bring it up 8 blocks high. So
that's a
When we
climb.
was hunting a house, we wanted a single level, something we knew we was gonna get older, so we wanted something with no steps. And so I don't know. And honestly, I'm putting back. I had my house plumbed down. I'm putting a handicap shower and stuff in because I don't know what kind of shape I'm gonna get in. Don't know what kind of shape my wife's gonna get in. We could be fine today and got me, crippled tomorrow. I just see it too much. So, but we'll get it together. It's a slow process.
I think a big step though was just completing the floor. That
Oh, yeah.
that took, getting your moisture test and all that.
There's some guys who come in here this week, and actually go over it again. I think the same.
So we just finished a walk around here at Ed's and looking at the great movement forward. I know there's still a lot to get done, but just seeing most of the floors ready to for you to pick and put your floors down, and you know, you now kind of have some solidification for your insulation, the plumbing, the replumbing is almost done, and you got a date now for your HVAC.
Yep.
So these are good things. So how's that doing?
Doing good. He's holding together good. We're making good headway as long as I think we're going to start sheetrock and insulation. Was it the 9th? I think that Jeff's going to be back in here and we're going to get that started. And as soon as we're finished, he's got finishers going to come in and get it finished. I just got to get it here before he gets there. I got to have my stuff done before Jeff can do his. So I've got to make the.
I'll let Jeff know.
Yeah, I know. I can't let him down. But then you know, it want to get the main part of the house done first to get where we can move back in. Still got a long ways to go. I still got the garage, the outside. You know, I haven't been in my outbuilding. I don't even know what I lost in it, to tell you the truth, other than opening the door on it and I shut it back. But we're making headway, and I'm hoping, like I said, maybe right March, end of February or March, we can get back in here. So.
Well, it kind of gives you, you know, moving forward, especially going through the holidays and winter and all that, but it kind of gives you a goal to hopefully set to reach that date.
You know, is the HVAC, he's so tied up. It was the 17th and 18th before he can get here, but I understand that, you know, but it's a big important, I mean, for us.
Especially with the temperatures.
We have been very, very lucky that the temperature has cooperated with us through this. I think this week it's going to come down a little bit, so
we're heading east out of here when we leave for Thanksgiving, and in the teens. I'm not looking forward to it. But it is what it is, and as you get older, someday you'll understand when you get older like us. This cold weather is not too kind to your bones. You know.
I used to love the cold weather.
Oh yeah,
and,
growing up.
Yeah, it don't cooperate with me now. I've got too many artificial joints that I've had put in, but I just go right on.
Well, man, I got an envelope here for you again. Thanks to so much kindness of folks that are contributing love gifts and writing notes and letters and asking how they can help. As late as 11 o'clock last night, I had a gentleman, a friend that I worked with out in D.C. 20 years ago, send me a note and say, hey, how do I go about helping? So, you know, we as a nation have gone through some turbulent times and unknowns prior to this flood and Helene hitting, but as an outsider looking in, you know, it's not my home, or it's not their home, it's your home, and you're going through this process, but seeing the outpouring of love and support and prayers
It's unbelievable.
is and the people rolling into these communities to help. So this is some more to kind of keep you going. It won't get you to the moon. It might get you a cup of coffee, but there's 1,250 in Lowe's cards and there's a check for $2,000, and this is for to help you if you choose towards your HVAC.
I thank you guys so much. Absolutely so much.
You had told me the price on it. It's the big ticket.
But it was still a pretty good price. You
Yeah.
know,
They're just not cheap.
No, they're not. But I want to thank everybody that's donated. I want to thank them, like I said, from the bottom of my heart. Just wanted to know how much I appreciate it, and honestly don't know what I've done without this help. But I want to know. God will bless you. And, he's blessed me. If I don't get another blessing the rest of my life, he's fulfilled me. So he really has. But I just want to let everybody know that I thank him from the bottom of my heart.
Absolutely. And we'll keep working on it. And, if you're having trouble on this end with insulation and stuff, I think it was R19. I can't remember. I went and actually looked at some up on my end. But if I can pick some of that stuff up on my end and bring down to you, we can probably do that too.
Okay.
So
Absolutely appreciate you, Butch.
absolutely. Absolutely. We have.
So I'm here with Ed, first time meeting him after Butch has been here with him a few times. And neat story, we started playing pickleball about the end of September, and a lady was kind enough to do free clinics. And so a lot of the clinics Butch missed because he was up this way doing the disaster stuff. So, it's like, well, Butch isn't here. He's up at the disaster thing. Well, tell him we miss him. So I'm playing with her on Monday. Like, we've made it through all our clinics. We've learned how to play. And before I leave, she comes over to me and she said, so I have something that I want you to give to the folks up there. So she handed me an envelope and said, there's some cash and a gift card in here. And so I said, well, Dolly, that is just so sweet of you. And I said, she goes, well, I want to help. So a portion of this in here is from a lady that we met through pickleball.
Through pickleball. Yeah,
That lives
Awesome
in
game.
Sevierville, Tennessee. And there's more in here than what Dolly did, but she did $500 for you. A lady that we just met
Yeah.
7 weeks ago.
Retired lady.
So it's amazing the networking that happens, and when you just share the story, the people that have generosity in their heart, that they just want to help. So
and
you can
it's-
thank Dolly, and I'll send that to
Dolly,
her.
and everybody, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you so much. I really do. If it wasn't for this, I don't know how would I get this house back together. But from the bottom of my heart, I want to tell you that I appreciate you.
So, one of the things, other than we wanted to come and visit with Ed, and also go across the hill and visit our new friends in Poga, is we had, I've mentioned before, a very kind donor who made a large purchase of turkeys and mashed potatoes to distribute to flood victims, right? So anyway, so a trek to Ohio came back. Ed here, with everything that's on his plate, granted, his fan club has been telling me what an awesome guy he is, has said, hey, I'll take some of these turkeys door to door to pass. You would know better than anyone because you live here and know the people. But first, here is a turkey, some awesome mashed potatoes, and a pumpkin pie for you. And then we'll leave you with 10 turkeys and 10 mashed potatoes. And those mashed potatoes look like they would probably feed at least probably 6 people, maybe more. Granted, if they, like I ate, probably 2, but it's a big serving. But we can't thank you enough, man.
Okay.
Everything that you're going through over here, but you know, it's all about community again, family and community, and this is just another example of knowing your community, knowing people that have needs, and like you said a moment ago, if your time ended right now, you have no regrets. You've had a blessed life.
Yes, sir.
And you know, God is good, and we just keep doing His work, right?
Yes, sir.
So happy Thanksgiving to
Happy
you,
Thanksgiving to you.
your family.
Happy Thanksgiving to all you too, and just want to thank you all again.
So at this point, we finished up in Hampton, Tennessee, and we had been in Hampton for a couple hours, and now we were going to journey across the mountain down into Elk Mills, Poga. So we'll see you after that. So you may remember from some previous videos, the road that was collapsing. Well, they're in there repairing it. They dug it down. They've dug it down quite a bit. They're hauling out, estimated about 600 dump truck loads, big dump trucks, of that dirt. It's good to see that progress has started for these folks here in Poga. Temperatures are dropping. Alright, now we're in Poga, Tennessee, Elk Mills. If you have followed this video series, this is where we worked for several weeks with the community here. We see some progress in some areas, and maybe a lack of progress in some of the other areas, that try to expedite things to get life back to normal. And I'm honored to have met this young man during my time here, because he kept us functioning day to day. And I'll call him Generator Man, because he was the guy here at sun up and sundown, starting and shutting down generators, fueling them, fixing them, amongst many other things, refueling tanks.
Doing what I can.
So how you doing, man?
Good.
How you coming along with the?
I'm good. All my, I've done well, for sure. Comparatively. My life's back to normal, other than my hour commute to work.
How is the community doing?
Yeah, it's still a struggle, and being cut off being isolated is difficult, but nothing but up. Have to repair, rebuild, push forward. Oh yeah, I mean, we're happy spirits.
I know you're tough.
Happy spirits for sure.
But it's got it.
Not much to slow us down for too long for sure.
Well,
We just rebuild our own bridge.
that was fast. That was pretty evident in the early days, before anyone even got here to help.
Taking care of our own.
Goes to show, man. It's all about community and that survivability, self-sustainment of the people that you have before anyone gets here. And even though others mean well, I mean, this is a good example on this road over here, you know. The intent is well, with the longevity of how long it's going to take them to fix it, you know, how that's impacting you, the people.
The unwillingness to coexist with the locals.
Oh yeah, they come in here like you're going to do it the way we want to do it.
On the 421 repair, from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. the locals can use 421, and on the weekends there's a timeline. But here we're cut off. Period. You'll get a ticket for being out there. It's trespassing.
So, so to get out of here for a medical emergency, what's your timeline? I know what it was before.
From here to a hospital is about 50 minutes to an hour. I mean, with good traffic. If there's a clog up on the limited highways now, then that timeline extends for sure.
So, and then most likely when you get to the other end, you're probably going to be medevac to Johnson City or somewhere or your hospital.
Yeah, well, if it's that dire situation, probably get medevac from the emergency areas, wherever the situation happens. Problem.
Well, you know,
They built another fire department up Poga to be on the other side of the bridges to help everybody in the top of Poga during an emergency.
had to get our little mascot here. Yeah, that has actually been a positive out of it, that you now have multiple volunteer stations.
For sure, and
That's a
lots
good
of
thing.
equipment, and like I don't know how much as far as trucks, how many trucks they had before, but it seems there's enough to have 3 fire stations now.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
So yeah, that's a positive. Well, there's I get folks messaging me from the videos that I've been doing on YouTube for Poga Hampton. The number of folks who reach out, hey, have you heard from so-and-so? Hey, how's things going? Hey, did they ever finish that road? And they always found humor in the stories about how they would block off that 321, how they block it off. Some of them would go in at night because they remove the barrier. But there's a lot of folks out there that they don't know you all, and you all don't know them, but they're pulling for everyone down here. And they've early on they donated directly for this community in excess of 12 grand to buy buddy heaters, propane cylinders, cookers, and stuff like that. As many have donated, but the ones that I'm in touch with, they care. So just
It's appreciated.
you
for
know
sure.
your community probably as good as anyone you would like, but when the morale's down, let them know that there's people out there who care and are pulling for them.
For sure.
Don't wish this on anyone. And I mean, just go across the hill and look at North Carolina. I mean, it's still a mess over there.
Yeah, it's devastation everywhere. I'm still riding roads that are local that got devastated. It's been what 8-9 weeks
Yeah.
or something,
And you don't realize it.
and it's right here.
I can't tell you
close.
in words until you see it. Well, man, I won't keep you. I appreciate he's taking the turkey donation for Poga, and he's going to distribute it out to the folks he knows that need help with this for Thanksgiving. And I wish we could have had the Thanksgiving dinner that we talked about when we were down here. I don't know why it didn't work out, but at least we were able to still get the turkeys and get them into to the disaster areas.
It's awesome. Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much.
appreciate you, man,
Absolutely.
for this, and also appreciate you for all the times you pulled me out of the crack
No,
with
no
this
big
won't
deal.
work, that won't work.
We'll make it happen around here. We make it happen.
Turn me on sometime. You know?
It's usually a simple fix.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. So we're here in Poga, and
Here he goes.
I'm with my adopted, either I adopted them or they adopted me family, and wanted to get back by to see them today and drop off some goodies. And lo and behold, there was a box of Twinkies down in the pecan pie and mashed taters and turkey.
Twinkies!
Somehow Twinkies managed to get in that box, and I'm glad we got some Twinkies, because I heard a story just now about someone getting hold of her last Hostess cake and darting out the door with it. And she threatened to beat this one if he touched it. So how are y'all doing?
We're doing fine. We're doing good. We
no
really
telephone.
No telephone?
No Wi-Fi. Usually it start.
are. But we're still in that, but don't put that on video.
Well, I don't know if it still holds true or not, but before I left out here, I had heard the telephone part is going to be long-term fix. That they can't get in to repair towers and run cable until they get the roads fixed and all that. So, how is the 321 closure and all that impacting it?
They're still pulling the dirt out of the hole. Had to take all the dirt out down to, they call it bedrock, to the bottom of the ground.
This is how it's impacting us. You go to town, you have to have a day trip. That's it.
Is that so bad?
Well,
You like day trips?
no, well, it depends. If I don't like them self-imposed on me. I like them because
My
I.
choice. Yeah.
That's
All right, right? All right, so we'll be out of Poga here before long, headed up towards Damascus and Abingdon for another stop. And I didn't tell you all, but we just dropped off a bunch of turkeys and mashed potatoes and stuff for Poga community as well. They had planned on doing a Thanksgiving meal here for the community, but that fell through for whatever reason.
yeah, we're disappointed
It's over my
because we
pay
wanted to
grade.
eat with you.
I know. I same here. Way up above me. I don't. All I was told was they weren't doing it. It was a local decision. So we still had to get down to visit and say hello, as I will do in the future. So we're out of here soon, headed across the hill to Virginia and then on to West Virginia this evening. So have a blessed Thanksgiving, and don't forget to give thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. All right, here's our last stop before we head on out for our own Thanksgiving. And we're here in Abingdon, Virginia, just outside of Damascus, which was another disaster area. And some of you may know this one, the famous nurse, who helped a whole lot down in Poga throughout this whole Hurricane Helene disaster process. And from the very, very beginning, she's been there. So as part of her thank you, a donation of turkeys and mashed potatoes for people of her community, and some MREs as well. for her special place on the hill. So, how are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Getting ready for Thanksgiving and my family coming in, and so doing well.
How we missed you in Poga today.
Yeah. I hated that I couldn't be there. I wish that I could see the road getting worked on.
It's a mess.
Yeah. I know on Instagram, I saw on Baker's Construction Services, I think, was a nice drone video of seeing a lot of the work being done on the roads around here. So
It's a long project.
oh yeah. They went through Damascus and saw a lot of the debris and devastation there, and my community is just really close to there, just five minutes away, and but anyways, this stuff is going to go to them and help out people, and very thankful.
That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Well, I thank you,
Yes.
and we thank you too for everything, and the hours and time. People don't realize the hours driving, the hours working of those who are trying to help. And it's not a complaint. It's just simply, it's a huge commitment to take it on, even when your heart is telling you to go do it. So
Yeah, and the roads being impacted were made it a little bit longer too as well. But I'm glad that we can help. And you and Dr. Tracy for sure. You all were game changers for that community.
I don't know about that, but we tried.
Yeah.
We either made them happy or made they seemed happy today. So that's good.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to hit the road, and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, so you made it through the stretch of videos and time with our dear friends, brothers and sisters, and got to get a tour and update on Ed's home and how things are coming along, and kind of a timeline of continued repairs, finishing up plumbing, HVAC installation, and then cabinets and wall insulation and sheetrock, and kind of a timeline of late February, early March to wrap this project up and hopefully have Brother Ed and his family back into their home, and that'll be great. Great for Ed and his family. Something I think is important, that if you haven't caught it before, but there's not just volunteers in Ed's home doing work. Brother Ed works a full-time job, night shift, graveyard, and he is over at his house, busting his hump also, doing manual labor and work. So we passed off some more Lowe's gift cards and a check to help offset the HVAC installation cost, and we're going to continue working to the best that we can to continue getting support to help Ed and his effort, and even though that has been our primary focus the last month, there are also certain circumstances that we encounter along the way that we will be doing our best to also help other individuals the best that we can. But Ed is the big project that we're trying to help with right now, to put a family back into their home. So if you are new to this series on Hurricane Helene and what Hope for Survival is trying to do, if you would like to support the Ed Project, you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com. That's preparedness101 protonmail.com. And in the title of the email, just put Ed's project or support to Ed's repairs, and let me know that you would like to donate. And I will tell you where that you can send that support. We can do it one of two ways. You can either send a Lowe's gift card, or you can make a check payable to Hope for Survival, and I will consolidate. I'll either go purchase more Lowe's gift cards, or I'll consolidate it with other dollars to write a sizable check to Ed's support to continue helping pay for the HVAC system that they had to fork out thousands of dollars for. So, so any support would be much appreciated. Prayers, Brother Ed appreciates all the prayers and thoughts and emails and letters that folks send me with love gifts for Ed, and I carry them down and share them with him. And I can tell you he's a very humble man, much like myself in that I like to depend on myself and not have to depend on other people when I'm knocked down. And many men are probably this way, and ladies too, that their pride kind of gets in the way sometimes. But this has been a rough, kind of tough lesson in life for Ed, in that most of his life he's been the one helping other people, and now he's the one that needs prayers and support and so forth. But it's always a joy to spend time with Ed, very, very much so. Our conversations that we have off camera. And I know once this is all over and behind us that I'll be seeing him, and we have like interest in some things. So I'm looking forward to that. And I always look forward to driving across the mountain to Poga and catching up with our new family over in that area as well. So if you like this video, please hit like. If you have not subscribed to our Hope for Survival channel, please consider doing so. If you have any comments, leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer you back. Again, sorry this update is a couple days past Tuesday, when we journeyed, spent the whole day over in the disaster zone in different areas. But we were traveling and doing Thanksgiving with family, and we were at a couple locations where internet's not available. So this is actually our first opportunity to pull all the videos together and do some editing and get it all so I can get it out to you. So you all take care, stay warm, and stay safe out there. I think winter may be here. It's definitely here in central West Virginia. That's for certain. So through all the trials that we're going through as people and as a country, I hope more than anything that people can step back and they can look at the big picture of things, and they can see who is there to help who when the cards are down. All right. And for those who may be new to this arena of natural disasters and so forth, Hope for Survival is a preparedness channel primarily, and we've worked over nearly going on 6 years to try to help families build disaster plans and prepare them for times like what they're enduring in Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, and Florida, if you count Milton in. So it's not about rich, it's not about poor, and it's not about race. It's not about any of that. When you get knocked down and you're flat on your back and you can't get up on your own, it's who is going to be there to lend you a hand to get you back off the ground. But before that happens, it's you building your own self-sustainability insurance policy to take care of your family, and then working to do so in your community. And this disaster in Hurricane Helene is so much proof of why that is important. So give it some thought. All right. So till next time, enjoy your turkey and your pecan and pumpkin pie, or whatever you are enjoying, and stay warm. Don't forget to count your blessings, and most of all, don't forget to give thanks. We are blessed people.